Despite initially being considered as a DLC for Yakuza 6, Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Raised His Name surprised many by delivering one of the most compelling endings in the entire Yakuza game series. And in my perspective, the conclusion for Like a Dragon Gaiden is a bitter yet better ending for the man who was once known as Kiryu Kazuma. Here are the reasons why the finale for Lad Gaiden is better than Yakuza 6. But before that though, please tiger drop that like and subscribe button if you think this guy has a punchable face. Join Otaku Defined for more Yakuza content. I stand by this heel that the ending of Like a Dragon Gaiden did everything better than Yakuza 6. It gave us a greater final boss. It created a connected plot involving pretty much everyone. And it left us to tears. I still can't believe this drawing made me cry. I'm not a parent or anything, but now I understand why moms and dads display their kids' drawings like a painting from Louvre. So why is the ending of Lad Gaiden better than Yakuza 6? Well, first, it answered the questions a lot of us had when we saw Kiryu in Yakuza Like a Dragon. Duh, nostalgia bait, duh. No, it's not. Lad Gaiden pretty much tied up all the loose ends, and it justified Kiryu's involvement with the Omi Alliance and Tojo clan's dissolution. It also provided a much-needed perspective from Kiryu on how he views two important characters who will carry the wheel of both the Tojo and Omi. I adore how we get the chance to see Ichiban behind Kiryu's eyes. Kiryu clearly sees Ichiban as a light for the dark end of the Tojo clan, and how Ichiban will serve as an heir to the values that Kiryu and his family have formed. It also explained why Kiryu stuck around Yokohama, since he wanted to guide Ichiban in the right direction as he felt indebted to Ichiban for supporting the Tojo clan during his absence. Now, the character who inherited the wheel of the Omi Alliance is none other than Shishido. And this is another reason why Like a Dragon Gaiden has the better ending. Shishido as the final boss made more sense than Nishi 30. But what exactly was the deal with Shishido? While the baby Iwami made for a satisfying beatdown from all the horrifying things he has done, yes, take this! Shishido was the better final boss. Not only because we got another boss battle with changing areas, I freaking love them, but because he stands as a polarizing ideology. Kiryu is a man who was willing to accept the change and move on, ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of others, even to the point of losing his legacy. While Shishido, a man who has yet to reach the top of the Yakuza world, was not ready to come to terms with the looming change. Shishido knows the dire effects of the dissolution, and how it will burden a lot of its members, not only in terms of financial strain, but also in losing their sense of purpose and reason for living. Shishido is boldly confronting the legendary Yakuza figures, demonstrating his readiness to challenge the entire system in order to safeguard his way of life. Honestly, I could make an entire video on what makes Shishido an awesome character, but for now, let's go to the other interesting thing that happened with Shishido, which also concerns the Daidoji faction. What will happen to Shishido after being abducted by the Daidoji faction? By the end of Kiryu and Shishido's fight, we saw that Yoshimura kidnapped Shishido and mentioned that he would make for a fine agent for the Daidoji faction. So, what will really happen? Well, this could be taken as Ryu Ga Gotoku Studio planting the seeds for a future spin-off game. Since we all know Kiryu's journey in Lad 8 might be his last one, given his health. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. So we might see Shishido together with Nishitani as the new lead characters for Like a Dragon Gaiden, focusing more on the politics and darker side of his secret organization controlling Japan. Ultimately, the ending for Like a Dragon Gaiden left us with a bitter and better goodbye for Kiryu, especially the scene when Ayako and Taichi started talking about how nobody in the Morning Glory orphanage believes that Kiryu is dead, and how each and every one of them has grown and has been inspired to always do the right thing, imitating the man who raised them. Witnessing Kiryu's tears wasn't just an expression of his solitude, it also reflected his sense of relief. He was comforted by the knowledge that the children he had raised are thriving and making positive strides in the world. Kiryu's groans revealing signs of despair about the uncertain fate of seeing morning glory again. But there's also a subtle undercurrent of joy that stem from the realization that the orphans are grateful for his selfless actions. Kiryu's mixture of emotion upon seeing Haruto's drawing showed how human the legendary Yakuza is, despite the past narratives portraying him as a dragon among men. Like a Dragon Gaiden created a bitter, better end for the man who erased his name. So yeah, Lad Gaiden really made a better ending for Kiryu than Yakuza 6. And we even had the reveal that Hanawa knows Kiryu's alias as Suzuki. So who exactly is Hanawa? Well, I also made a video about that, so check it out. Like and subscribe to Otaku Defined if the ending made you cry. This is Math, and stay awesome, my dudes.